Hello, Ute.
Hello.
I'm very pleased to meet you in person because I've heard quite a lot about you, and I've even read one of your books. But I'm curious. I live in the Westerwald, which is a rather unknown area of Germany.
Right.
And you're living in the same place. I know how I got here, but I would like to know how you got here.
This was an accident that I got here. I was born in another place, I lived in another place, and I was keen on not having possessions, and I did not have. And then I reached a point in my work where I realized that I do not want to hire dirty, suspect seminar houses anymore, and I realized I need my own house, and all I knew was in the middle of nowhere. So
Well, you did well. You did very well.
And so I thought of another area, but placed an ad in a paper, got one answer, and I had written, I'm looking for a strange house in the middle of nature. That was what I had written. And I got one answer, and that was this house. And my intention, what I had in the back of my mind, was an old church would be ideal, and I could redecorate it. But no, that didn't materialize. But the name of this town is Altenkirchen, Old Church, so that came in a strange way true, or was true. And so I'm here.
And you came with the intention of organizing, offering seminars.
Which I had done before, but I always hired houses. And they were too dirty, they were not placed in the middle of nature. There was always something, or I had to travel long distances to get there. There were always points which I didn't like, and I wanted to really have it really beautiful for people coming here, so that they can relax and that they don't think, oh, it's a little dirty. No, I want it in every respect to be welcoming.
And you think in the middle of nature is more welcoming than in the middle of a city? Because you can't find clean rooms in the middle of a city.
That's true, but not for my purpose.
Yeah.
When you want to really have time with just yourself, then it's much better not to be, not to have to deviate from your path, and nature is more helpful than a city.
And what is the main focus of your seminars?
To add to a free mind and to happiness. And happiness I define as a state and not circumstances. The circumstances follow when you have a certain mindset.
And what has your experience been with these seminars? Well, my first question, how long have you been doing this?
Now for 33 years. 33 years, started 1991.
And your experience with the seminars?
Bliss and happiness for me and for others. And that is what I wanted to do, and this is what I do. And my headline is never know anything better, but have the right questions so that others can find their answers. And that is what I so very much enjoy, like, and think to be right. Because when others say or think they know better what is good for you, then you are fremdbestimmt.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'll just accept that. How did you come about? Well, you're a philosopher or a psychologist. Which is it? Sometimes I can't tell the difference.
Okay. I studied philosophy, psychology, and English, and theology. Theology, I studied to know the enemy a little better. Psychology, I studied to know how people usually approach therapeutic subjects. And philosophy is my passion, because here I do have a perspective which is not involved but above. And the thinking about the thinking is what I love, and not identify with a certain method, a certain attitude, not that. But to think about the thinking means to be immune. Do you understand? To be immune. When I say I'm a materialist, I'm an ideologist, I'm a Christian, I'm a Buddhist, that is not clean. Then you could always have an argument against. But when you have a position above all positions, then you are open. And if you have decided, I follow this track, whichever, then you are not open. And so the same with psychology, and there are certain accents, and I don't believe in any fixed position. I believe in thinking, a way of thinking that includes thinking about thinking.
And do you find that many people want to think about thinking? Do you have a lot of people who apply for your seminars?
Yeah, but the majority does not want to think about thinking. They don't know it. They don't know what this means. And when you read Ken Wilber, who wonderfully describes the mental evolution, then you see that one stage is that, or stage and state, that you can only think in concrete lines and not abstract. So I don't care. I do my work, and what my main tool in working with others when they have problems, for example, my main tool is to find the right question. And the question is intended to help people finding their own answer. Because any answer I would have is not as motivating as the answer you have yourself. And that is why I think that asking questions is the very, very, very best tool, because it does not manipulate.
Thank you very much.
I thank you.